What is up, guys? Wraith here, Grey Bearded Gaming Society. And of course, in our last episode, we expended the last life that we had on our little paladin, Trafthin. As such, he has been retired, and it's time to roll a second character in the P99-9Lives Challenge. Now, of course, as I mentioned before, I will be holding on to that little dude because he's just a blast to play. Plus, like I've said also, I never really did a paladin before. I went another route, so he's been, unique and different. It's been a good time. So obviously, he's out of the challenge now, but I'll hold on to him. Maybe we'll circle back to him at some later point. But it is time to roll our second character. And of course, we will be going with the basic rule set that we developed at the very beginning of the challenge. Random race, random class. 9 lives only, and then the character will be retired from the challenge. And there will be no handing gear from a retired character to a new character, so Trafthin cannot immediately hand down all of his extra stuff to somebody new. Of course, we can buy, sell, and trade. We can get buffs from other players. Again, it is a social game, so some of that part only makes sense. And of course, with our last line, we're still kind of working on the verbiage that makes the most sense as we go. But by and large, it'll be solo as much as possible, but obviously group where it makes the most sense. As we saw with Trafthin, some levels he soloed very well, other levels, I wouldn't say that he required a group, but rather than bang a head against a wall killing, what will be a light blue or a green mob, get a group, get something done. So, with all that being said, I have my random number generator here in front of me. Translation, my phone with the volume turned up, so hopefully it gets recorded pretty well. We have 12 different races here, so let's see what we get. Pick a random number between 1 and 12.
11.
11. So that's a nice easy one. We're going to be a troll. So let's see. You got Shadow Knight, Shaman, Warrior. 3 options here. Let's see what we get. Let's get a reset on my... Pick a random number between 1 and 3.
Here's a random number, 2.
Alrighty. 1 and 2. So we went from being a dwarven paladin, pious and pure of heart, to being a troll shaman, one of the biggest, meanest races in all of Norath. Now, I have played a shaman before, obviously over on the live side, but it was way later in EverQuest than this. To frame things up, my shaman was a froglock. So a handful of expansions after this, and of course at the same time, I know I did not make him until well after Planes of Power and all of that stuff. So we are a troll, we are a shaman. See what kind of face options we have here. Of course, the purple-eyed look is not bad. The stern brown, yellow with the beady eyes, kind of the beat-up face here. You know what? Let's go with the purple. We will go with the purple. Now, let's see. These guys have quite a bit of stamina and strength already. I think we're going to go kind of a wisdom route. I think Shaman is a wisdom caster. We're going to stockpile as much as we can into wisdom. Let's get us up to about 95, and I think we will put the rest into stamina to give us even more hit points, which will be handy early on, and at the same time, of course, later on, Shaman's kind of keynote spell, the health into mana will give us a larger health pool to deal with there. The strength should already be pretty good, so we should come out of the gate being able to beat some stuff to death. I think we have a couple. We got the Faceless or the Prince of Hate. So Kazakh Thul or the Prince of Hate. There's no spawn point change with these guys. I'm not 100% sure that it really matters, and I think people are going to pretty much hate me wherever I go anyway. So let's, you know what? We'll go with Kazakh Thul out of the gate. Of course, we can only start in Grob. Let's see. What is going to be a good name for a troll shaman? Let's see. How about Stink? So there we go. We are going to be Stink, the troll shaman. So I am going to spend a few minutes here getting... Oh, look at that. Getting everything kind of squared away. And I will check back in with you guys here in just a minute. Be right back. All right, guys. So with the help of the wiki, so we could get a map of this town, we have found our new guildmaster. Caglari, I believe, will be how we pronounce the name, but we will give her our little tattered note. Get our tiny little chest armor here. Of course, we start off with our standard club, little chest armor, a little bit of food to start with. We got our spells mimmed. We need to go get some capital rolling so we can get like the rest of our level 1 spells. I think the last time, I don't remember the last time I was actually in this particular city or town. And what I can tell you right now, which is hilarious, is all over this place there are lots of people who are beating up the guards. So let's get out of the way of the big kids trying to play, and we will make our way back out into... These guys dump off into the swamp. Yeah, Grob dumps out into the Inethul swamp. So we will dump out into the swamp, make ourselves known out there by beating up stuff in Newbie World. I think it's this way-ish. Yeah, there's the Priest of Discord. So we'll go back out of here like so and like a so. Alrighty. So we are on to adventure with our little troll shaman Stink. So let's get on here. Let's see. First, let's cast our inner fire on ourselves. Which, of course, is most of our mana. So let's see what kind of action and or trouble we can get to out here in the swamp. Alright, yeah, so at least we've got a guard we can back off to if we need to. A couple over here, a couple over there. And for the first time, I think ever, troll guards actually like me. Alright. What do we got here? We got fungus spores, and they don't like us. And large rats, and they tolerate us. So let's start off with a large rat. Hiya. And of course, oh, you know what I did forget to do? I'll have to go back in and do that. They got everything all set up, but I forgot to actually train and put that first point into sense heading so I can actually learn to sense head here. There we go. One of these days, we're just short. Alright, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Rather than have y'all watch me run in there, do this, and run back, I will be right back. I'm going to run in. I'm going to train sense heading to make sure I'm not wasting all of these extra clicks, and we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Let me hit the trainer back up and get my first point spent. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys. We have run into town. We've run back out of town. We've trained in sense heading now. So we will slowly start to build that skill up. We're back in the swamp, trying to bash on stuff a little bit. I'm so not familiar with this area. So far I've seen some moccasins and some rats. I have seen little fungus guys. And I've seen, is there anything? Nope, nothing on that guy. So we'll go after the rat. I've also seen like a little froglock guy, like a little froglock looking tadpole thing. And then a bigger froglock who looked like he would just handle us quite quickly. What I am noticing so far, though, there we go. There's a need to get some stuff. Give us some drops so we can start making some coinage and start trying to get our other level 1 spells together. Not that I know what they are, but we'll go and figure it out. I'm pretty sure we get like a pretty early nuke, I think. I don't remember if they start off with dots. I know we get dots and root rods become a big thing later, but we will work towards that. But I think for right now, I'm going to merely run my way around in the swamp, trying to bash things, trying to generate just a little bit of capital, like I said, so we can get some of our first. Oh, yep. It's not catching life out of the gate. Not to a stinking frog luck. Bright yellow, he'd probably kill us. Alright, we'll go back this way instead. Any hoozle, I think that'll be a pretty good spot to call it for the night, at least as far as filming. I will stay out here and try, like I said, to apparently drown. Come on, you fluffy thing. You should be buoyant. Just swim right across the top. So, we are going to try to get ourselves a little bit of capital, see if we can't get some of our other spells, keep things rolling. I will check back in with you guys next time, hopefully with an update that said maybe we've gained a level or maybe we've gotten some of our spells. I'm actually running around grabbing anything and everything I might be able to sell at the moment. I have no idea what any of this stuff sells for. I imagine not for much, but every little bit counts when you're level 1 and you are broke. But having said all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We are on chapter 2 of our 9 Lives Challenge with Stink, the Troll Shaman. So I will be learning, like I said, as I go. It has been a very long time since I've done a shaman, period, and I've never done one on Classic, and I've never not had Planes of Power at my back while doing this. So we'll see how it goes, guys. We'll do some homework. We'll do some research. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Again, if you like what we're doing on the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you guys are doing the challenge yourselves, let us know how you're doing. I know we have at least one bard out there who unfortunately cashed in one of his lives. We'll see how far he can make it. But we will check in with you guys next time. Until then, have a good night, guys.